Hey y'all, it's me. Well, I had to feed my baby again today, so today I'm going to show y'all how to make chicken pot pie in under 30 minutes. So all you're going to need is some chicken breast. I buy just a small pack because like I said, it's just me and my baby, so we only need a small pack of chicken breast. And you're going to cut this up so it's going to spread anyway. So you just season it with whatever you want to season with. I used Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, and in the pan I used olive oil. And so you just want to sear it up on both sides, making sure it's cooked all the way through. And then with the juices and everything from the chicken, you're going to basically make like a roux kind of base, almost like a gravy actually. So the oil, you put flour in it, brown it a little bit. Then you're going to put some chicken broth in that. The flour is going to make it thick, so don't worry about it being watery at first because it's going to thicken up. And then you're going to put some heavy whipping cream in it once it gets a little bit more thicker than this. I went ahead and finished chopping up my chicken while that was cooking down. And again, I put a little bit of salt in the mix just to make sure it was flavored the way I wanted it to be flavored. I thinned it out with the chicken broth to make sure it wasn't too thick. And then like here, I'm added in the heavy whipping cream because that's going to go ahead and lighten the color. So it does look more like chicken pot pie you're used to. So then you just want to add these frozen vegetables. You can use any type of frozen vegetables you want. I like the ones with peas, carrots, green beans, that type of thing. Then I'm going to put my chopped chicken in here. Mix it up, let everything get kind of combined, cook a little bit, but not too much because, we're going to put this in the oven. It's the pie, so we're going to cook this in the oven as well. So these are already pre-made pie crusts that you can buy in the frozen food section. Read the ingredients to make sure that you're getting a pie crust that has real ingredients. You just want to put the mixture in there. You have to put the other pie shell in the oven for just a couple of minutes just to loosen it up a little bit because it's going to re-soften it so that you can lay it right on the other pie crust. So you just put it on top. I'm going to show you a couple different ways on how you can pinch it. So I'm pinching it with my fingers right here. I just took off a little bit of the extra that was hanging over. You don't have to do that. You can use all of it, but if you want to pinch some of it off because you don't like as much crust, then you can go ahead and do that. And I'm just showing you that I actually do like the crust. I'm going to show you how to do that next. So anyway, you want to put some slits in here just to make sure it can vent so it doesn't like spill over the sides. As you can see, I didn't fill it up all the way up to where it would bubble over, which is great because I don't like having to put a pan underneath the pie crust because then you won't be able to put them in the same pan. So I'm going to show you how to do the other pie crust too. So like I said, when you first get the pie crust out of the refrigerator, put one pie crust out to fill, then put the other one in the oven to warm up for a few minutes. That way it's easier to lay over top of the pies. So you see, I'm just spreading the mixture out in there, making sure all that creaminess is spread. And then I'm going to get the pie crust out of the oven because it's going to lay over top a lot better because it's a little bit warmer, not too warm. You don't want it to be hot on your hand, but hot enough for it to come out of the pan easy like that. You see how it just came out like that? Like I just rolled it out. That's how you want it. So it's easy to pinch as well. So now I'm going to take all of the crust that's hanging over and just kind of push it up onto the edges to make sure it's not hanging over. And then I'm going to get a fork and just mash that down because it's going to pinch it together. The fork is just pinching it together for me. So it doesn't open up or anything, so you have an actual pie. And again, we're just going to put these slits here to vent it to make sure that the filling doesn't bubble over the edges. So those are perfect. And then we're just going to put them in the oven. I bake them for 30 minutes until they get brown on top. And then when they get brown, you just want to take them out. Let them cool for a little bit before you cut them. You're not going to see me let it cool because obviously I had to cut away from that. Actually, I think I did. I think I did let it, I think I did cut it not too long after I took them out of the oven because my baby was ready to eat. So anyway, this is what they're going to look like. Look how good that turned out, baby. And this was under 30 minutes because I'm a working mother. I have to do something quick, but we want to eat something good. So yeah. This is perfect for a weeknight if you're in a rush, but you want to eat something hearty and you want to make sure your babies are not up in the middle of the night asking for a snack. This is what it's going to look like when it comes out. It's going to be thick and creamy and flavorful, and everybody's belly is going to be full. So if you want the actual recipe, just let me know. But I feel like this is pretty easy to follow. Let me know what you think.